Well, hi, I'm Rod Stevens.
I'm Derfel Calderon.
Wolf.
And I'm Londell Paz. Myself and the rest of the crew here want to thank you for tuning into our channel.
If you like what you see, please hit the like and subscribe buttons.
Feel free to leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you.
Thanks again, and we hope you enjoy the show.
Woof, woof.
What he said.
After climbing Mount Salbarii, our travelers finally discover the Perseverance resting on a small island in the middle of the lake created by the volcano's crater. To scale down the crater, while not difficult, requires some time, and the travelers want to enter the ship before nightfall. However, several challenges lie in their way. For one, they must cross the lake. What unknown dangers might live in that water? Secondly, it appears that the previous crew has gutted and vandalized the ship. Debris and internal components and parts are strewn all about the area. From this perspective, it is impossible to know the extent of the damage done to the Perseverance. And finally, to the travelers' dismay, a strange alien space dog holds guard over the area. Mange, starving, mad, it chews at the carcass of another dog as it watches the party, anxious and nervous, perhaps looking at them as its next meal. But still, the party must get to the ship. Crossing the lake is easier than expected, and the party is able to distract the alien space dog with rations and other snacks. They begin to sift through the debris to find what's useful and realize that the space dog and the carcass of the second space dog both have collars on them. Were these pets left behind by the previous crew? 3 metal bowls are discovered, but only 2 dogs are accounted for. Where is that third dog? Meanwhile, Fenrir concludes that if a probe is properly placed within one of the mountain's lava tubes...
Come on, everybody! Let's play the Floor is Lava game! I love dancing, dancing to the beat.
No, that has nothing to do with anything. Nevertheless, Fenrir concludes that the Perseverance descensometer can be used to accurately map out the volcano and provide predictive information regarding a possible erection. This data may prove useful, as the travelers witness Mount Salbarii tremors firsthand. Maybe the mountain is not as dormant as people think. Derfel successfully bypasses the ship's computer and gains access to the Perseverance. He opens the hatch, and in doing so solves the mystery of the missing dog, as the vicious beast leaps out and violently attacks him. Derfel takes significant damage, as does Rod Stevens when he comes to Derfel's aid.
These dogs are gonna maul us.
Almost, Fenrir. Almost, but through keen wit and combined strength, the dog is eventually defeated. The party regroups, enters the Perseverance, and begins making necessary repairs to get this ship off the planet. But will our travelers successfully fix the Perseverance? Is there immediate danger from Mount Salbarii? What unknown dangers are still in store? Find out all this and more!
Last thing, where do y'all like to jerk off? Is there a specific corner?
I did that job for 16 years before that cocksucker, I don't know his name yet.
That is a slim down guy.
You sure about that?
No, like legit. Like we're teasing you a little. Well, I mean,
When you do that.
Hey there, how are ya? It's been a long time. It seems like we've come a long way. But my, how we learn so slow. And heroes, they come and
nevertheless, you guys made it to the Perseverance and began necessary repairs to try to get the ship airborne again. And in doing so, defeated at least one of the dogs there. The other one basically just took the food and kind of ran off. Not quite too sure what happened to that other dog, but as you guys kind of exit the ship, and I think Rod and Fenrir are out there putting in some of the reconfigured probes within the lava tube.
Yep.
You can see that dog hanging around, but he basically is kind of just keeping to himself, very cautiously, just keeping his distance from any of one of you. But, still, it's a little freaky to have him kind of wandering about. Both Lawndale and DeFell start working on the ship and trying to repair the ship. You guys are able to get power up and running, which is good. You're also able to get the M drive working as well. All right, to a point where you feel like it's working. It still obviously needs to be tested. And that's basically sort of where we left off. The only thing that happened within like the last 5 minutes of the last session is there are 10 probes that have been reconfigured. Fenrir feels that that's probably an adequate number if placed in certain areas as further down in the lava tube as possibly to get this desensometer able to get a 3D rendering as well as provide any predictive information in terms of what's going on with the volcano. So you've got 2 out of 10 of those basically placed. And that's kind of where we left off, unless there's something I might have forgotten.
I think that's a
So,
good summary.
DeFell, I need you to just roll a D6 for me, please.
Yes. D6. Three.
Okay, let's do the. Okay, that's fine.
Was it wrong?
Nope.
Okay.
I just like the dice because I can see them in the screen.
I thought you told us to turn it off. Got it.
Because I don't follow the. I've got other stuff up and running, so I don't look at the chat part.
Okay.
But nevertheless, all right. So what's remaining in terms of getting things fixed? We need flight controls and navigation. Those are 2 separate systems. The J drive is not working, but again, the J drive is your jump drive.
Well, okay, real quick.
Yes.
I thought I was able. Let me see what engineering I have, because I have a drive engineering, and whatever one it is, we did fix it. J drive. I did fix the J drive.
Okay. Then the J drive is working as well.
To my what I think is fine.
Your confidence, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
Life support is still outstanding. Okay. And then eventually you're going to have to upload load the computer software. And that was provided for you as well.
Now the software has to come. You feeling fresh there, Ref?
Oof, it's been a long day.
Need some Old Spice. Now the software has to go in last, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And it takes we're basically it's gonna take about a full day with both you both Rod and Rod and Fenrir out there. You were able to get basically about 4 probes a day. So you got a couple more days before you figure out, but you've still got a lot of extensive repairs to do with the ship as well. All right.
And Derfell and Rod are still hurt.
Oh yeah, I'm messed up bad.
Badly.
Okay.
So tell me what you guys can tell me what you would like to do.
So I think myself and there was one other person with Finneradal was going to go and begin to deposit the probes.
Yeah, I'm out there with you. I'm holding it together as best I can.
This here's Greener from Capital City. I'm reaching out to the Perseverance boys. Over. This here's Greener, Capital City, reaching out to the boys of Perseverance. Over. Do you copy?
Greener, this is Perseverance. Read you loud and clear. We read you loud and clear.
Boy, you got that ship up and running yet? Because we're starting to get reports of these tremors still coming out there. I want to get some information. Over.
We're doing what we can. We got maybe another system on the ship ready to go, but we got probes for the
Tell me
scan.
we're attacked by the dogs of the South. That's a champ. That's a champ. Tell them.
Yeah, we ran into some trouble with some of the native life forms, but things are well in hand. We got probes going, and
We need a medic. You tell them we need a medic.
You know what? If you have a medic, maybe you could fly it up here. What do you think? If you have the capacity to fly up here, maybe we should have flown up here instead. But
He's a medic.
Well, I think. Well, I'm sorry to hear that one of your boys are hurt here. We'll take care of them when you guys get down here. But no, we do not have anything that can get up there. If we did, we'd just fly up ourselves. Over.
yeah, exactly.
Occurs to me, if they did, it's much like a story I heard about these eagles that could fly a ring to a volcano. Interestingly enough, we are in a volcano.
But you know what? We have seen, like the night before, didn't Durfell and Rod say that there was some seismic activity they were sensing? And we've seen the water line drop a little bit.
Yes.
I'm going to tell them on the radio that, you know, we have seen some seismic activity on this mountain. I think you might need to start making preparations before we get the data to you, just in case.
What exactly are you telling me that you've seen some things that what kind of preparations are you talking about? Oh,
Whatever you had in mind. I don't know.
Well, I had nothing in mind. That's why I was counting on you for some help. What do you have in mind?
I don't know.
Well, when you get some more information, you let us know. Let's communicate now on a daily basis. I'll give you a call sometime tomorrow. Over.
Over.
All right, you guys have a good night. Over. Is that a go to potentially fire up the ship?
We got to put in the software right now. I'm ready to
put in the key
plug
codes.
this in.
So you guys basically pull an all-nighter. At least Lawndale and Rod and anybody else who was helping out Rod, pulling on an all-nighter. So it's now essentially the beginning, believe it or not, of day 4 that you guys have been hanging out in this crater. The morning of day 4. Fenrir, your computer program is you feel it's ready to rock. It's not going to get any better than that.
It is ready to go.
You can send the switch to explode the probes and start your initial.
I don't think we want to do that while we are here. I think we want.
They're not.
I got the button right here. Button's ready to go.
There's certainly the probes that are in the lava tube are not going to damage the ship in any way whatsoever.
But
it's really about the echo that the explosion.
Better not set off an eruption. I would be very mad at the referee.
That would be very predictable. That'd be a very predictable module. If when you set off the probes, it causes a volcanic eruption.
I mean,
Wouldn't that be though?
there could be a rancor in a level 1 adventure.
Finardal thinks he is going to go ahead and proceed with the measurements.
Let's do it.
So in order to do so, you would have to explode the probes.
I will explode probes.
Okay.
Can I push
mean,
the button?
And
Fortunately, I peed at all of the locations where the probes are located just to mark my territory.
So you guys begin. You guys can begin to purge and upload the new software. So as Fenrir does that, one of the three of you need to make an electronics computer check to start working on the software for the computer.
I'll do it.
Hold
I'll
on,
do it.
pause.
I'll do it. I fucking feel real good about this. You know what? What I'm going to do before I start, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to quiet myself. Get some deep breaths,
Good.
you know, and I'm not going to rush this. I'm not going to rush this. Yeah. You know, circulate my energy through my system. Boom. All right. Take my time.
You got this, Londell. Pause.
I don't know. That's, yeah, that's as good as it's going to get.
What was that total? I can't see the other diagrams. Okay, 7.
Does he said it?
Yeah. And there's no negative on that.
Roll a d6 for me.
Oh, I should have done that first. Oh, I'm
It's
sorry.
okay. It's fine.
Well done.
That is a non-cocked one.
You think it's good?
That's fantastic. Yeah. So you hit the button. You had that little extra suitcase that had basically a software package. You rerouted it. Hit the button, and on the screen you can see, the little.
You've got mail.
We are in business.
It says 100%. It starts building and uploading. You anticipate you got basically about
Better luck. I'm seeing here on Fenrir Dahl is seeing on his console, gentlemen, that if we go to the planet Nigeria, I have a billion credits that have been left to me that we can collect. I just have to send all of our information so they can put it in the bank.
that's the next adventure. you must have read ahead. All right, Carl. Fenrir.
Fenrir Dahl.
You hit the switch. You press the red button. Rod Stevens.
Yeah, press the red button, Rod. How does this guy has a fucking prop of a red button? Can you believe that shit?
I believe that.
I'm gonna do it.
Not that red button.
So the probes go off, and Fenrir. 7 out of 8 of the probes explode.
I know which one didn't.
Which one did?
One failed,
One for a thought place, or that one?
But make your sensors roll, please.
I will make sense. I'm gonna really. Here's the thing. I've already prepped the program to gather the data, right? And so what I am doing now is simply analyzing the data. If since we have gathered the data, if I do not feel like I can see, I'm going to then rerun the data through the program that we have gathered.
Yeah.
So this isn't a one-shot deal. It just may take a little longer. Should I roll 1 die 6 first?
No.
Well, Fenrir Dahl is sensor master.
Yeah. So you get your first reading through this, and explain to me what you're actually seeing come on the screen.
Right. So this first off,
I'm gonna grab some wine.
it's
Be
not
careful, Doug. He's got that wine.
the first thing you see. Yeah, better be careful with that wine. First thing Fenrir Dahl sees is nothing but a bunch of 4 columns of numbers, 8 digits each, just streaming up the screen. But then it begins to map a 3D representation of the tunnel system beneath the mountain itself, up to and including the crater that used to be a lake that we sit upon.
So you guys can, you have an opportunity to fire the ship up if you want to.
Fire it up. Fire it up.
So as you guys are having this conversation,
Oh,
the ship's alarms go off.
I'm looking at the sensors, and apparently the dog has grabbed onto our landing gear.
And basically, very, very much you get the warning lights are flashing red, so the cabin is flashing red. As the ship's computers are basically telling you that incoming missile lights are going off, and it happens a second after. Even though that you're inside the ship, you hear a tremendous just boom, and the entire ship starts to rattle, and then the alarm that incoming missiles are coming in to the ship.
What the fuck?
All right,
over.
Fenrir, as you're there cleaning up, you can hear in your distance with your little dog ears your sensors in your computer simulator is. You can hear a beep going on there as well.
I'm going to read the sensors to see what it tells me.
So you run over there again. The three of you, maybe you feel like you're under attack at this point as incoming missiles are sort of heading towards the ship. But Fenrir, you run over to the simulation.
Yeah.
The computer, and you look at the simulator, and it basically is telling you that the ship is not. When you're looking at the mountain and the way it's mapped out, that the ship itself is not in any immediate danger of explosion, but it might be caught in an explosion on the side of the mountain. It's hard to tell because it's unable to really predict what direction the lava flow.
Oh wait, but this is a seismic event that
it's a major seismic event. In fact, when
you just told me that my great sensors roll did not expose that it was an imminent danger of going off.
But now it is telling you that eruption will occur in 6 minutes.
Well, these things are very complicated. Hey, we got to get out of here, guys. Go. That dog is too.
Sorry, Sparky.
Poor Sparky. The strong one survived.
So as you guys kind of are running around the ship again, you can look outside, the
missiles,
see outside the windows and that type of thing. And you basically you can see from one side of the mountain that it is absolutely smoke. I just shared something.
This happened very quickly
with you. Yeah, it happened very quickly.
Capital City. This is Perseverance. We need to fucking green immediately. Capital City.
And Greener, and you hear the next thing. They're Greener. What the hell is going on out there? I need a sit rep ASAP.
We got an interruption in T-5 minutes. Hopefully they pack their go bags in Salbarii because who knows what's going to happen.
We'll do us a favor. You get that ship airborne, you make a fly by that mountain as soon as you can. You send us some video.
No, I'm going to transmit the data to them from my computer, from the
system. Yeah, the one that says no imminent danger. Yeah, that's probably good.
No.
Copy.
Benra, go ahead and make a computer roll, please.
All right.
So you power up the M drive. All right, pilot. Let's get a chance to fly this ship.
Now this is going to be spacecraft.
Going to be a very short adventure.
Yeah.
Okay, what I don't get is the auto roller on this. It doesn't work the way it.
I click it and then I drag on the.
I see. Oh, I got it. We got dexterity. Here we go.
Pilot spacecraft.
Nice.
Oh,
good roll.
What was the roll? I'm sorry, guys.
10.
10 altogether.
All right. Very good. So the ship begins to, under the hands of Lawndale, starts to take flight, and it begins to lift off. Lawndale, you immediately can feel that things are not 100%. It's very difficult to to control the ship. And it's kind of swaying back and forth, and it really has nothing to do with the seismic activity. It's just that you guys had a very short time to get this ship together, and there's certainly things that probably have been overlooked. The one glaring thing right now is that what do they call that? Nap of the Earth? Is that what they call it? Yeah. Yeah. So
you're flying close. Yeah.
Yeah. You have no you have no sort of computer navigation whatsoever aboard the ship. The only thing that you're able to do is basically look out the window and fly the ship appropriately. But you basically get off the ship. And Rod, you can hear that there's another transmission comes across, and it's this is Salbarii. Tremors have been felt and the evacuation plans are beginning. So this is a transmission now that is going across sort of general communication lines. So not necessarily going towards you, but as you guys sort of make your way, and I think you guys can see this now. And as you sort of look out the windows of your ship, you can see exactly this. Can you guys see that handout?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So out of some of these lava tubes, these lava is starting to come out, and the water that was in the lake is essentially evaporated. But you're making out of this crater quite comfortably, even though it's quite difficult. You're getting yourself out, but you get a direct communication to the ship. Great. Yo, boys, this is Greener. What the hell is going on out there? Reports from Barvin is saying that they can see lava flows moving directly towards the settlement. Over.
Yeah, it's a volcano. It's not a mountain.
Remember when we told you to potentially evacuate that village, and maybe you should do that?
Right. Well, I'm sorry. It's only Rod Stevens on the comm right now.
I'm cutting in.
Oh, I'm gonna get on this too.
Hey, I'm gonna patch everyone in. Everyone's headsets up live. All right.
Evacuation is currently underway here. I still would like you to make some video. Let's get some video of that lava flow if we can.
What exactly is the video going to do for you, sir?
Well, I'm going to be able to take that video. Let's show him know what's going on. So,
look at this camera.
Wow. There's a dog getting burned alive.
And then you go like this. You go, oh.
All right, we'll get you the video, but I mean,
video's passing in.
Lawndale, as you make your way up and as you guys look down,
circle it.
You can see that certainly the smoke was kind of coming out of the mountain, and in the minute or two that you guys use to sort of gain altitude, the smoke essentially dissipates and sort of slows down. Fenra, as you look at your computer simulation, it now shows that this eruption is imminent, and in fact is much larger than you had expected previously. It shows that it's quite serious. You also see. Hang on 1 second. There's a lot going on here. I'm going to show this to the group because this is exactly what Fenrir is saying here. This eruption path and what the computer simulation is showing is that the mountain is about ready to explode, but it's not going to come from the crater up. So you guys feel like you're relatively safe, but what it's showing is that like the side, and this is basically the same thing that happened, I think, with Mount St. Helens, is that the side of the mountain is going to blow off, and that the blast is directly looks like the blast is directly going to Barvin. And again, you hear over the course, Rod Steens in the general transmission communications channel, just an open communications channel, is you can hear, this is the Ocean's Bounty. We are docked at Barvin and are beginning to take people on board.
However, we are full capacity. I repeat, we are at full capacity. We cannot take everyone. Need immediate assistance, please. Again, this is the ocean. And he repeats this.
Bitches and pups first.
And
Bitches and pups
Oh,
first.
Jesus.
and then you hear like is a supreme leader Masterson broadcasting across Settlement Island with this emergency broadcast. Mount Salbarii is eruption. If you hear this message and are able, head towards Salbarii settlement for evacuation. Any submarines in the vicinity or head to Salbarii to aid in evacuation. Any vehicles, whether it's 2 wheels, 4 wheels, whatever, head to Salbarii to aid in evacuation. You got the train there already waiting. I've got some good news too. There's no danger to Capital City or the Starport. And I repeat, and he can hear Marge, hit that repeat button. She's like, this here is Greener for the boys at the Perseverance. Over.
Yeah, this is the Perseverance. What's up, Greener?
You heard the Supreme Leader. If you can please head towards Salbarii and assist with the evacuation.
Are you the Supreme Leader? Because he sounded a lot like you.
Actually, it's funny you're that's my brother.
Of course it is.
Damn, you guys, I heard the resemblance.
And so he's well, very good. But please,
it makes a lot of sense why someone, while you're in the position
you're wasting my time, boys. Please head to Salbarii and assist with the evacuation. And you can hear it through the general transmission. This is the Ocean Bounty. You still have people in Barvin. We can only fit so many. They need help as well. Like, boys, you hear me?
You know what?
So you guys have
boys. I say, Finra, how long the projection before the city of Barvin gets overtaken by the
let me check the sensors to see if I can tell. I don't know how I don't know how Finra Dahl just affected a Texas accent, but
it's because we're all
I'm infectious.
One moment, I will check. Finra Dahl will check sensors and what do I think there? It looks like we got about an hour.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the ref's decision. Yeah. We want to know based on
what did you roll, Carl? I'm sorry.
An eight.
Yeah, it's maybe an hour. It's hard. It's really hard to tell. The computer, unfortunately, the computer is somewhat difficult to read. It's saying that this eruption is imminent, but it doesn't really give you a time. So an hour? Yeah.
Well, the eruption's already happened.
You think? Well, it's starting to happen, but not the main eruption. Like the big explosion is still part of. So that map that handout that I showed you is a
that's projected
data.
Okay.
Oh, got it. Yeah, we got about. I tell Londale Paz we have about 30 minutes.
Okay, it'll take us no time because we're in a fucking spaceship to get to fucking Mars. What do you guys think? Should we roll into Barvin and take on what people we can because they need help?
That's my vote.
Yes.
Okay.
Let us do it.
So we steer on to
Bitches
Barvin.
and pups first.
What?
Bitches and pups first.
Because it's a Varder city or Varder town.
Well,
yeah.
So
you may not know this, but male Vargar heroes get all the bitches.
All right, so you guys make your way over to you fly the ship. All right, Lawndale, make a pilot check for me.
Jesus Christ, I'm just flying. I'm just flying, baby. Just let me fly. You can't take the sky from me. All right, here we go. Shit. I can't take my time, really.
Nope.
I know you cannot.
Oh, good roll.
All right, so you make your way over to Barvin, and you're looking out the view outside the thing. You can see again the smoke had dissipated from the volcano, and you kind of make your way, and you see this rather small settlement. And as you come down to land, you can see that there is
with boats up against the thing, right?
What's that?
There's boats that have been loading people.
No, not any longer. So you assume that the Ocean Bounty was probably one of those fishing submarines.
Yeah.
Came by, took as many people they can, and just sort of taken off. Because as you get to sort of the coast of where Varvin is, you can see that there's a congregation of Vargar that are just sort of waving their hands and kind of looking up the ship as you go down.
Do we think is it too many people for us to fit in the hold?
Fuck no. We got a spaceship.
Yeah, but this is not a huge spaceship, dude.
Oh yeah, how many people? I mean, we
maximum capacity. Let's see what the fire marshals say.
Good question, Fenner. Make a recon check as you guys are kind of going down there.
All right.
Let me look at this handout.
I mean, it's a 500-ton ship.
5. I don't roll particularly well.
Yeah, but it's a roll enough to let you know that there seems to be more people than this ship is going to be able to take on, unless you really want to overload yourself and that kind of thing.
I don't think we can do that.
It's a decision that you guys will have to make as Lawndale lands this ship and lands it successfully. Creates a tremendous amount of dust. And what do you guys want to do?
Well, I mean, this ain't a fucking boat. It's not going to sink because there's too many people.
There's a where the I believe if you look in the thing, there like the storage thing, you can open up it, like there's a ramp that opens up so you can like put people in storage. We also do not have an air car on board.
Yeah,
it was taken, so we could fit people in there.
The ride might be bumpy.
But
you know what? What's the alternative?
Yep.
I'm not going to let these
climb on top. Climb on top. Sit on the roof.
I think we fit as many people in as we can. If there's anything like if there's any if Fenrir sees any crates or anything that is taking up space, I toss those out.
Yeah.
Okay. And who's going to open up the hatch and start letting people through?
We got to be prepared to fight people if necessary. Be ready.
Okay.
I'm what you
I'll
heard.
be as ready as I can be.
What you heard, Tom?
Me and Fenner, we're gonna open it up.
Lawndale needs to stay up at the bridge to fly.
Yeah.
Tell me what each person is doing.
Rod's
I'm
gonna
going
open
to
the door.
I'm going to open the thing, and in Vargar, I'm going to issue instructions to the people and try to keep them calm and tell them where to go.
I can go on the PA because obviously there's a PA, and I can say those things too. Drop your stuff and come on board. Limited space.
Yeah, anybody
please.
carrying anything, I tell them they have to drop it.
And don't do this to them.
Yeah, it's a good thing to think about doing it. Make a leadership check, Lawndale.
Well, I mean, okay.
Do it.
Leadership.
I'll give you a boon as well for using the PA.
From social, I got to put a boon in there. Give me a boon. Leadership.
Was a good idea.
But I mean,
I'm speaking
Gotta
Vargar
move fast, guys. We gotta move fast.
Yep.
All right.
We're moving fast.
So you got
We
a
gotta
6.
figure out mechanics.
7.
A 7?
Yeah.
All right. So you as you know, so you make that announcement. Who's opening up the hatch to let these folks through?
I am. Fenrir
Okay.
dollars.
All right, love it. Fenrir, you open up, and man, it makes you feel proud to be Vargar because despite the chaos that you would have seen, folks are kind of very, very much like lined up and ready to go onto the ship. And there's one particular Vargar that you see that seems to have taken control of the situation.
Is it our friend? Is it our friend from the different place? Never mind.
Different town.
Different town. What the fuck?
I could cut of that Vargar's jib.
Get him on board.
I like his prices. I like his prices.
I look
right,
like I could
microphone.
have a
We're
beer
gonna
with that
put
Varga.
people. We're gonna put people in cabins and in
Yeah.
the hold
and
and in the storage thing for the air car.
And you see him kind of and he's speaking in Varga as he's telling people to get to get on this ship. You work,
And I'm then when they get up to ship, I'm like directing them where to go in Varga.
make a leadership roll too. Then
Can I get a boon on that since I'm speaking Varga?
get a boon on that.
Well, just the way you look too, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need it because I'm already at a.
What is the where did you find the picture? Where'd you find that picture? Like the background? I'm interested in the microphone and the background on that one, by the way.
We'll explain it post session.
Okay.
No trade secrets. Come on.
Let's take because you guys got to get this.
Yeah.
We can have this conversation if you want to just die in an explosion.
Oh, stop it. He didn't even make his goddamn roll. There you made his roll.
Yeah.
That's
So
it.
yep.
Where did my
Yeah,
third die go?
You're able to get the vast majority of the folks on the ship, and you can see this one Varga in the guy that you notice is sort of the leader. As he's kind of going on, there's 5 Varga that are kind of standing in the back, like that have not even attempted to get on the ship. And interestingly enough, these 5 are dressed very differently than the other Varga that you've noticed when this time on Walston. All the other Varga that you run into are dressed in sort of a drab, sort of gray.
How are they dressed?
These guys are in a bright orange sort of tunic. There are 5 of them.
Religious. It's part of their religion.
And again, when you guys were in Capital City, if you recall, all the humans had, contrasting the sort of drabbiness of the architecture and the planet itself, all the humans were almost like, Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat. They were just kind of like colors thrown up on a canvas.
Yes.
But all the other Vargas were dressed in gray. And again, these guys are in this, bright orange, and he runs out, and they're further enough out that you can't really hear what they're talking about, but there's a conversation that occurs between one of them, and he hugs them. You see there's this hug, and there's a moment, and then this guy kind of runs.
Is there not room for these guys?
Ship. As he runs through the onto the ramp, he's like, "That's all of us. We must leave. Let's go."
What about them?
They are staying here. Please.
We could fit them.
They will not come.
That is their choice.
It is indeed.
Then I do the Varga like head nod and ear droop, and then I hit the ramp. I hit the ramp button to close the ramp.
Yep. So the ramp closed.
Lawndale, they're all on board. We can go.
Right. I said, hold on to your butts and get this thing up.
Why would I hold on to my butt?
Make your pilot roll
Jesus
as you
Christ.
take off. No boon given this time.
Uh-oh.
This is where it all goes wrong.
Let me get rid of the boon. Normal pilot.
Come on, Lawndale. You got this.
Hey.
You got this, Lawndale.
What's your total?
8.
8 total.
Yeah. So you take off successfully, and you start the ship starts going off, and you get yourself secured. It's quite difficult to get everyone around, secured. And the ship itself is now quite crowded.
We don't have to take them all the way to Capital City. We could take them to the other town.
Yeah. Anyway.
So we don't have to go far.
Yeah. As you make your way and you sit down, Fenrir, as you sit down in front of your computers, you're looking at your sensors. You've got the computer right in front of you, the program. All of a sudden it goes, shuts off, and there's this massive explosion and the sound that just kind of resonates through the ship as the side of Mount Salbarii just completely explodes outwards, and this cloud, and you can see this through the windows of the Perseverance. You can see this cloud kind of moving towards you, this layer of sort of superheated steam and debris that's just kind of coming.
Londell, you better punch it.
Yeah, I'm stepping on it.
You step on it, and you're able to, based on your roll, kind of guide the ship away from the blast itself. So you're sort of, if you're riding a wave, you're kind of pointing the ship like a surfboard towards the wave, so you can ride this wave as well. But it catches up with you really, really quickly, and it literally just launches you into the sky. The ship.
This is why I should have held my butt.
This gets and it begins to sort of tumble, but the blast itself overloads the power plant and the drive systems, and both of them cut out, and you find yourself holding on the Perseverance. You've got no power whatsoever as the ship is being flung outward and upwards, just towards the sea. And at any moment, when the ship hits the arc, it's going to begin to fall down into the ocean, and you know that it's very unlikely to survive the crash if it hits the ocean. So you guys got to get this ship back online. You need to reboot the control systems. Somebody's got to make an electronics check for me.
M-Drive?
Electronics computer check. Well, I'll give you a chance. You can do it one of two ways. You can kind of reboot the control systems, and this will be a task chain. You can reboot the control systems with an electronic computers check or a pilot check, whichever one you feel is best for you.
Okay, well, pilot, there's a +2 on this roll.
Your pilot is that's why you're the pilot.
But you think that this would probably, Lonsdale, be rather difficult for you to do, because it's require you to kind of reboot the system and also steer the ship at the same time. But whoever's in charge of electronics computers, this would probably be more like an average check just to reboot.
Oh,
okay. Here's the deal, though. Depending on how much time we have, like, could I call in Rod to handle the stick?
This is
okay.
There's no boons. I mean,
electronic. Go.
Who's making
Rod?
Electronics. The hell.
Okay, fine.
It was M Drive? Was it M Drive or no? Electronics computers.
He just said electronics computers. There we go. It's over. We die.
I mean, is there a hero reroll?
No. That's it. We got to play with the dice, man.
Thank God.
It's over.
I'm tired of wearing the stupid hat.
I think my favorite part of tonight's session is just Carl's giggling.
Yeah, I just buckle up.
Okay.
And I use another one.
You know what? So that didn't work.
No, but let's get power. It is what it is.
Yeah.
The control systems are beginning to reboot. We need to get power. You guys need to get power back into this ship, and it needs to be done from engineering.
Oh,
engineering, go.
That's
engineering.
Me. I didn't
unbuckle yourself and fix it.
Engineering.
Here we go. I'm engineering. Here we go. Woo! 6.
Okay.
I'm a +2 in engineering, so I was hoping that would help.
Rod sitting next to this, quite calmly looking.
That should be a 7.
Carver.
Why is it only +1? Because I have oh well, no, it wasn't M Drive. Never mind. Go ahead. Sorry, guys.
Hang on 1 second.
Sorry, dude. You gotta get this quick, Doug. We're gonna crash.
Well, you know what? There's so many minuses. It's hard to add them all up. You're just so confused. All right, pilot. All right, Londale.
Okay.
You need to stabilize this ship. and prevent it for at least help you fall in a predictable way. So make your pilot roll.
You know what? I'm not even going to look
Yeah.
at the roll.
Don't even.
Actually,
Don't
I have to click submit. Nailed it.
The 9's not bad.
All right.
What was that, a 9? Nice.
The ship is under power, pilot, and there's some response now. I need you to make another check, please.
All right, I'm going to watch this roll.
Don't bad luck.
Okay, 7, not bad. This +2 helps
All right.
a lot.
Yeah.
All right. So here's basically what's happening, Blake, rather Lawndale, and since you are the pilot, you're going to need to make a decision in terms of what you want to do. The ship is now powered up. It is not, however, stabilized. You're in basically a controlled descent. All right. The blast of the mountain is coming towards you. Below you, you've got the ocean. Above you, you've got, the sky. You need to figure out how to get out of this blast. Otherwise, it's basically going to slam the ship into the ocean. No one else speak. Lawndale, what would you like to do?
You know what? I'm going to just go directly up. Just shoot straight up. Maybe even hit the stratosphere or the atomosphere or whatever sphere there is.
All right.
We're going to straight up.
Okay.
I guess that sounds, you can't take the sky from me.
What's that?
It's Firefly. Can you just play the Firefly song right now?
I will in post.
Okay, thank you.
Take my love, take my hand, take me where I cannot stand. Put your hand on my glands, make me a sandwich with Peter Pan, yeah.
Okay. All right. Make a roll.
What kind of roll?
Your pilot. You are the
Okay.
pilot. Make a pilot roll.
Tim.
All right. Okay. So you get the ship climbing, and as you're sort of climbing up, the tail end of the ship just sort of flips over, and you avoid the blast itself, but you are now heading down. You are falling. The ship is in a spiral down to the ocean itself. Engineer, you have a chance to basically get ship automatics to stop the fall, to control the fall, basically emergency controls, and at least get a belly flop out of all of this.
All right. Here we go. 6.
Right. So you hit pretty freaking hard. I'm gonna show a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so you guys hit pretty freaking hard. Boom, as this thing done, as the ship actually hits the water. All right. And all of you are basically at this point, you black out from the impact onto the water.
Perfect.
All right. I need everybody.
Danger zone.
You seen what they did? They left us behind. I say no more left behind. No more left behind.
Well, all this hell can see too well. Short time on earth, expanding good. Forever bitter and jaded and constipated. Just playing some games while we wait to die. Well,